Hello everyone. Today we'll be talking about the National Education Policy 2020. On July 29, the Union Cabinet approved the National Education Policy which replaces the one in 1986. This policy aims to improve the basic literacy and numeracy in India and adopts a holistic approach of learning. Before we try to understand a little bit about the policy, I would first like to bring to your notice that the government has approved an increase in public spending on the education sector from the current value of 4% to at least 6%. All of this is to get the implementation done on the policy. Now let's understand what are the changes made and how they will affect your child's future and the future of India. On a school level, this policy introduces the use of mother tongue as the mode of communication till grade 5. Also, this policy reduces the syllabus to only core concepts and introduces vocational courses from grade 6. These courses will be skill-based courses and can include gardening, plumbing, pottery, and so on. Internships and coding will also be introduced from grade 6. What's interesting is that parents can find the child's skills and capabilities in the report card along with the marks. Moving on, at a college level, students can now pick subjects from different streams, which means someone who is majoring in the science stream can actually take subjects from commerce or humanities. What's also being changed is that students can exit college in between, take gaps for whatever reasons, and then continue as and when they return. Use of technology has been added in the learning system by means of virtual labs and online learning platforms. What's also interesting is that some reputable foreign universities will be allowed to establish campuses in India. Now that we have looked at some of the changes mentioned in the policy, let's analyze the plus points of these changes. Number 1. The idea of learning in regional languages in the early years can prove to be useful. It can get difficult for kids to adapt to Hindi or English and at the same time grasp hold of the actual teachings. This can make them lose interest. So the introduction of regional languages really takes care of that and at the same time promotes the language diversity of India. Number 2. Wider choice of subjects are being offered at college level, and instead of rote learning, students have the flexibility to choose subjects of their choice. Number 3. Students who love arts and not academic courses can actually have good report cards because their skills and capabilities will be equally valued and recognized. Number 4. Vocational courses will provide with skills which will help them prepare for later on in life. Number 5. Exams getting redesigned and made less stressful. That's another plus point. Now all of this looks really good on paper. But let's talk about the part which matters the most, implementation. This is where several points of concern do arise. So it's important to take into consideration the limitations of the policy. First of all, 6% of GDP being allotted to the education sector. This is something we've been hearing since decades. Till now, the government has not been able to reach to that percentage. So how will the government in these financially difficult times manage to do so? And we are talking about changes which are all dependent on the investment done. So consider the cost of building digital platforms from scratch, retraining the teachers, getting new resources and learning material, getting the infrastructure upgraded. So it's a complete makeover of the Indian education system, and this won't be possible if the flow of money is not smooth and sufficient. And when we ponder enough, we'll realize that at the end of the day, 6% also may not be enough. Also, some of the changes introduced can deepen the socio-economic divide. For example, the availability of network, stable internet connection, and affordable laptop can all be an issue for low-income communities. For the similar reasons, lower castes will lean towards vocational courses such as plumbing and pottery instead of coding, which can involve some extra cost. On the other hand, forward classes will lean towards foreign universities, and thus this will reduce the importance of local ones. This can all keep the difference between communities growing. To conclude, the National Education Policy 2020 has really high aspirations for the future of Indian education. But will the changes really be visible and serve their purpose? Only time will tell that. This is Laveeza Ansari for Truepost India. For more such videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter.